So, the best graphics settings in Warzone. I'll be showing them all to you today. The best graphics settings, like for looking around, you know, best FPS, plus just being able to see better colors in the game and visibility in general. These are going to be graphics settings for PC, but there are also graphics settings for console in this video, so don't worry. And right before we start, I need y'all to know that on September 15th, there's going to be 30% off on my G Fuel code. Make sure to use code FEEZ to get 30% off your G Fuel to grind the Modern Warfare 2 beta. And now let's get into the best graphics settings in Warzone. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's get started with the best graphics settings in Warzone. So a lot of these settings are only going to be on PC, but there are some that are on console and they actually help a lot too. So I'll explain. So let's go. Let's start off with the display tab and the display mode. That's your choice, but I choose full screen. I want to play my game on full screen and not anything else. Your monitor, your graphics card, it doesn't, like, this is just some stuff that will automatically be there. But display resolution, I play at 1080p. You don't really need to play 4K on this game. Dynamic resolution, disable this. Dynamic, yeah, this doesn't matter because you disabled it. Aspect ratio always at 16:9. I don't know why you changed that. Sync every frame, VSync off, keep that off. Frame limit unlimited. Brightness to 55. Keep display gamma to 2.2 for the best color settings, like the best quality colors, the best vibrant colors in the game. NVIDIA highlights, if you have this NVIDIA stuff, disable this, but enable reflex low latency for the best possible input delay, lowest input delay possible in Warzone. Next, for FOV, that's your choice. I always say 120 because the best FOV, and keep that to affected. Camera movement, this also on console, least 50%. Okay, render resolution. This one is dependent on your PC. Now my PC is a RTX 3050. It's not like insane. It's not that good, right? It's decent. It's good enough to play Warzone. So I run 100 render resolution. If your PC is better, you can up this. And my streaming quality is low, but I have my texture resolution at normal and texture filter anisotropic or whatever. I don't even know how you say that, man. But yeah, that's on normal too. Now for me, I like the game to look at least kind of nice than just like terrible, you know. So that's why I have like some of the settings normal. But if you really want it for FPS, very low right there. That's what you do. Particle quality low, but this one doesn't really matter too much. You could have this higher low, it doesn't really matter. Bullet impacts and sprays, I keep this enabled. You can disable it for a little better FPS, I'm pretty sure. Tessellation, near. I mean, this one doesn't really matter. It depends on like whether your PC can handle it or not. I just keep it near. It doesn't really matter too much. Dismemberment and gore effects, that's your choice as well. That doesn't really affect anything either. Now this one, on-demand texture streaming. This one is also on console, and you want to disable this one. Because if you enable it, right, whatever you enable it to, your FPS and your ping, they both go bad, okay? So, this is why you keep this disabled at all times, no matter what. Filmic strength, this is only on PC as well. I keep this to 1 because I run anti-aliasing to make my game look nice. So I'll show you guys what it is too. Film grain to 0, always keep this on 0. This is also on console, right? 0, because if it's high, it just makes your game look worse, you know, and you don't want that. NVIDIA DLSS, disable this. I swear it does not work on Warzone. I don't like it. It doesn't work well. Anti-aliasing on SMAA1X. Make sure, like, this one is the anti-aliasing I use. I'm pretty sure Filmic SMAA2T2X is also really good, but that makes your FPS worse. So this one's the best one you can go for without sacrificing too much FPS, because I don't like anti-aliasing off. I feel like it looks bad. Yeah, depth of field, always disable this. It basically blurs around the parts you aren't focusing on, but why would you want that when there could be an enemy there, you know? World motion blur and weapon motion blur, disable this. This just makes your game look like weird, unless you're trying to go for clips that make it look cool, but like, no, this is gonna hurt you in the game. Shadow map resolution, I have this normal. It doesn't really matter too much. It will make you use more VRAM if you up it, but I would keep it normal. That's what I do. And these two, cache sun shadows and spot shadows, enabling these takes up a little more storage, very little more storage, right, in your RAM, but it makes your FPS better, so enable it. Particle lighting to the low, I mean, you don't really need this, it's not that important. Ray tracing obviously off unless you're trying to, you know, make your game look nicer. I mean, I don't think you should. Ambient inclusion, no. Like this just, it makes everything look like it's very soft and blurred. Like sharp edges are now like curved, kind of. It's kind of weird. Don't use the setting. Screen space reflection, this one's also kind of weird. It's like certain like reflections are kind of like mess. I can't use it, man. That's why I have this disabled. And yeah, those are the best graphic settings. Also, I'm gonna go over the interface settings So the reason I want to go over this is for the Trinopia colorblind setting, because this is really good for console for having good colors, good vibrant colors on your game. This basically is the best colorblind settings to make the game look realistic and colorful at the same time. So I hope these graphics settings helped a lot, and thank you for watching the video. If you want more tips, check out this controller settings video on screen right now. I show the best controller settings to use in Warzone, and these controller settings made me insane, man. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.